By using the Zaltman metaphor elicitation technique, the 6 researchers in our group investigated people's thoughts and feelings about hotels. By interviewing millennials, we were able to find the truth specifically about what this generation thinks and feels about hotels. We were able to combine our results and find interesting insights about this topic. The Zaltman elicitation technique helped us to get below the surface and find out insights about this topic. The ZMET is based off of 2 major key points. First, that thoughts are seen as images, and second, that metaphors are a key unit of thought. Participants collected 10 images that metaphorically related to their thoughts and feelings about this topic. We then went through our interviews line by line and assigned a label to any valuable unit of thought. This process is called coding. Codes are between 2 and 5 words and can be an original thought or something that the interviewee has said. It is important that researchers balance both sensitivity and objectivity when coding so that they do not interject their personal bias. We then combined any codes that were synonyms and listed them together to create a category. By collapsing codes together into categories, it reduces the amount of codes that you are working with. We listed how many times codes were used so that we understood the importance of each category. These categories were then used on our mental maps.
After coding the interview transcripts and sorting them into categories, the interviewer then mapped out the participants' thoughts as a mental map. Each category is represented as individual nodes, and the size of each node is determined by the number of codes nested under that specific category. The nodes are then connected to each other to show the flow and sequence of the participants' thoughts. After each interviewer has put together his or her individual mental map, the group then began to combine each of our own maps into one. This was done by going through the categories one by one and seeing if there were other interviewees who also touched on the topic. For example, categories like family-oriented and peaceful were found in all 6 of our participants. When asked about their thoughts and feelings about hotels, the most common response participants gave revolved around the importance of family. Hotels are seen as a getaway or opportunity to spend more time with family. In a society where families are oftentimes separated due to work, school, or other reasons, hotels are seen as a place where families can all share a room and simply spend more time with each other.
This picture featured captures the essence of what our participants heavily identify hotels with: relaxation. Our participants felt that one of the main reasons they stay at hotels or go on a vacation is to relax and unwind. Hotels to them are a place where they can be at peace without being bothered by duties of home or work. It's a place that our participants can retreat to and enjoy their surroundings. Not every vacation is a stress-free getaway. Participants cited that when they are on vacation, they tend to carry mental baggage. In other words, there's always something in the back of their minds, unable to really detach themselves from reality, and as a result, they become more stressed and worrisome. Participants seem to be bringing one too many bags with them to their hotels. We collectively saw a theme amongst our participants when it came to a connection to nature and hotels. Whether it's a beach resort in the Bahamas or a ski resort in Colorado, participants find that because of some hotel's location, they are able to spend their time outdoors and disconnect from the outside world. Participants also identify that they become less stressed when they are able to connect with nature. Participants find that they can be tied down to their everyday schedule. They have no time to enjoy for themselves by going on vacation or even staying in nice hotels. They also indicate that they find it hard to break away from commitments such as work life, school life, or even familial commitments. Learning to break away from routines and creating their own schedule seem to be on millennials' minds.
Many of our participants cited money and wealth as a thought when thinking about hotels and vacations. The quality of the hotel and vacation is always determined by the amount of money that is spent on said vacation. Hotel stays can quickly become expensive, but it is expected that the vacation quality will increase along with the price. Participants are willing to pay for a temporary escape and be spoiled. For any student or adult, an escape is necessary. Participants cited the need for vacations and hotel stays as a need to escape the real world. The picture illustrates the real world as a jail cell, and every once in a while it is necessary to escape and take a step back from reality. The real world could mean anything from the stress of a career, kids, or school for a student. Not all of the thoughts and feelings about hotels were positive. Participants also shared thoughts in which they thought some hotels were uncomfortable. Some participants thought that some hotels felt too plastic or sterile. The feeling of being far from home was uncomfortable for some participants. A hotel isn't really home, and some participants didn't feel as comfortable in a hotel for that reason.
When people get drowned in their everyday lifestyles, They often realize that they need a break from their current way of living and travel somewhere far away from home. The idea of getting far away from home allows people to relieve stress by exploring a part of the world with which they are not as familiar. Our research revealed that participants often consider hotels to be their home away from home. Hotels offer guests the ability to live temporarily in another setting, and with some of the amenities that are provided at hotels, they can almost feel like temporary homes. The thoughts and feelings that we collected through our research reveal that people often find themselves needing to take a break from their lives. When people realize this, they try to travel far away from home so that they can distance themselves from reality and so that they can relieve stress.
After analyzing the specific categories and themes of our ZMAT interviews, we are better able to understand the importance of a guest's underlying values. The importance of family, peacefulness, mental baggage, and a connection to nature are all examples of things that hotels should keep in mind when considering their guests. One of the major managerial implications of our ZMAT findings is the need for hotels to promote a family-friendly environment. Ultimately, guests feel that their time spent on vacation, and subsequently in hotel, are experiences that are meant to be shared together with family. From a management perspective, hotels could potentially rethink the way family members interact throughout the hotel. Another managerial implication that came as a result of our research is the need for subtle elements of nature that exemplify peacefulness. By incorporating colors and hints of nature into everyday objects of the hotel, guests could potentially feel more relaxed and at peace due to the feeling of being closer to nature. In this case, small attention to details in design could bring about higher guest satisfaction rates.